Okay, so we've got some eggs in the incubator and I'll talk about it later, but this video now will be about the new hatchlings. So first one I've got to show you here, it's a lesser. They will be all 66% head clown, best case scenario probably 50% head clown, but this lesser is a pretty good specimen and I just want to show you the single morph first. As we can see here on the tail, she has this marking, this stripe, this dotting on the tail, and the tip of the tail is clear, the right tip. So I don't know if that's a marking for head clown. So this is the lesser. I also hatched a pastel jungle besides the lesser platinum. Oh, of course they are being ball pythons. Show your pretty little head, little pastel jungle. She's pretty cool. So these images are after the first the first shed. They are a bit brighter than they were on the previous video before when they were just out of the egg. So we can see nice blushing on the top. I think this is a pretty example of you can see the comparison. On my left hand I have the pastel jungle, and on my right hand here I have the pastel Spotnose. So it kind of brightens it up. If you can see, the oranges are not as intense, and the Spotnose has a pretty cool head stamp. Besides the blushing on the head stamp, she has this dotted, the line on top of the eye stripe is kind of dotted, I don't know how to call it, but she's pretty cool. So let's observe other combos with these morphs in them. Alright, here is Mama Snake. I just want to introduce to you to the leopard morph. You can see the leopard wacky pattern. She's a leopard pastel, but let's with the lesser and the pastel, let's add leopard into it and see the outcome. I want to do this video now because next week will be the reptilium. I will be behind the table for change. I'm doing a collaboration with my friend Dima, and I will try to sell some of them, so I want to get one good last video with them. Pastel and lesser. Let's add the leopard, and I found on Facebook a picture, and this makes me believe that this little stunner here, it's the lesser pastel leopard. So the colors, I see I don't know how to describe the lesser influence, but it's lesser, and the brightness, it's pastel. Oh, she's hissing, of course I woke her up. The bright head stamp, that tells me there's pastel in there, and the bright lips, and the funky pattern. This one is a holdback. This one is not going to the show. I'm gonna hold her back just because I think she's very pretty. Look at this stuff. Oh my gosh. She is just phenomenal. So she's gonna be a holdback. Look at this pattern. Oh, poor little baby. Let's see the other side. Wacky pattern. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So I'm gonna keep her. She also has the tail thing. You see the line on the center at the back, at the very bottom of the tail, under the tail, and the bright, how do you say, the transparent tip here. So when we have pastel, the pastel also has the marking. So I think if this is the marking, I think they're all head clown, but I would have to prove them out. The pastel and the lesser, they will be for sale. That's what I can move in terms of prices here in the Russian market, but it's pretty cool. So lesser with lesser head stamp, you know, the pastel head stamp. Let me see if I can show you. Come on, shy one, where are you? Okay, she's not cooperating. There we go. Lesser head stamp, pastel head stamp, brightening it up, and then this one on the center, the pastel lesser leopard. Oh my god, what a beauty. Let's add some more morphs into the combo. So here we have what I believe to be a lesser Spotnose leopard. So lesser colors, the funkiness of the pattern from the leopard, and the influence of Spotnose as well. So this is not your regular leopard Spotnose, it has lesser in it. As you can see, there is a line on top, the bright line on top, surrounded by a dark line with another bright line. So you see bright, dark, bright, and then the pattern gets all funky. As you can see, this one does not have the thing on the tail, but it has a very cool head stamp. This is Spotnose head stamp, not just the color and the picture on Facebook that I saw someone posted one of these. I would still have to prove them out, but as I have a pretty good combination as I'm showing you guys here, it seems that I can see a single morph, a double combo, and then the triple. So Lesser, Leopard, and Spotnose. Dark lips, good head stamp, nice eye stripe. She's very shy, but what I want you to see from this one is the pattern, the bright line, dark line, and then fused white line again, and the blushing coming from the side. What happens if we add Pastel Jungle to this? Well, that's easy. This happens much brighter. This beauty, you don't see the Spotnose influence on the head stamp as much. It's way lighter, white lips, very bright head stamp, but the pattern is the same. The line on top, the bright line with the dark line, and then the fused alien heads, kind of. Let's see here towards the tail. This is the example that I wanted to show you. Again, this one I'm showing you, Pastel, Lesser, Leopard, Spotnose. Without Pastel, the stripe on the back has no disruptions, and with Pastel it kind of has this brown, light brownish, I'm gonna call this blushing, these markings here on the ridge, right on the top of the spine. So it's pretty much the same pattern influence. If you can see the alien heads, they merge, it does like an M shape, and so does this one. The pattern is fused, the bright part of the pattern is fused and making like it's going up and down doing this bridge or M shape. So Lesser, Leopard, Spotnose without Pastel, and this one closer to the camera now with Pastel Jungle. Pretty cool, babies. Let's see them all together. So single morph Pastel Jungle, Pastel and Spotnose. Right, let's move this to the side. We have Lesser in here. So Pastel and Lesser. Let's see what happens if we add Leopard. Pretty cool. So if we add, instead of Leopard, if we add Spotnose to it, let's see. This one, Spotnose, Leopard, Lesser. And if we add Pastel to the mix, so, and again, from a Pastel and the Lesser, and a Pastel, Lesser, Leopard, and a Lesser, Leopard, Spotnose, we get the 4 incomplete dominant morphs. Pastel, Spotnose, Lesser, Leopard. Put them in a bunch. Oh man, this is so cool. Having a whole bunch of multicolor snakes in here. Pastels and Lessers, and Pastel Spotnose, and Leopards, Lessers, Pastels, and the Spotnose, Lesser, Leopard, and the quad, Lesser, Pastel, Spotnose, Leopard. All head clowns, 66% head clowns. Awesome clutch, I'm happy. The parents didn't prove out clown. I'll try it next year. I got a backup plan to deal with that. And that's the third clutch of 2020. Fourth clutch is in the incubator. Alright, let's go.